You can take it out when you feel sad, no? You can post it too on your door. You can place it beside your bed, and you can hold it close to you when you find the need to do so. Now, let me share with you healing stories as well. My daughter Mian, at age 30, was having a difficult time conceiving. She, as many women of today, had a case of polycystic ovarian cyst coupled with hyperthyroidism. Finally, after a long wait and prayer, she conceived, but her pregnancy was difficult and delicate. She bled. She had to lie in bed for 3 months. So she ate, she worked, she did all necessary functions in bed. Not a movement outside her bed, not a step, in order to save the child within her womb. She was literally on lockdown. Mian slept with her tilma and the Hail Marys on her lips. Long story short, she now has a beautiful 6-month-old baby girl whom she named Guada Lucia. And she passes this on to her girlfriend, so also very difficult times conceiving. I wonder why is that? Another beautiful miracle story. My balae, Joel Banyares, who's a senior citizen, was one of the early victims of COVID. He kept the tilma on his chest every single day and night of his 19-day stay in the hospital. He prayed the rosary without fail. In fact, he never prayed so hard before. On the 20th day, the day before Easter, he went home a healed man. And more than that, he donated his plasma to a critical patient in the ICU. And that critical patient, on his 3rd day, intubated and all, was released from ICU to a regular room. Wow. There's more healing with very little time. And you should hear from Dr. Sui and Dr. Jeff. They have beautiful healing stories. Now to the healing oils. So back to the Blue Book, message 274. An excerpt here on Saint Raphael, the Archangel. Our Lady speaks. To Saint Raphael is given the task of pouring balm upon your wounds. How often Satan succeeds in wounding you with sin, harming you by his deceitful allurements. He makes you feel the weight of his misery, of your incapacity and frailty, and stops your advance along the path of perfect giving. So, here it is. Take this oil, say the prayers on the prayer card. Remember that the oil allows you to send Saint Raphael, the medicine of God, sent by the powerful intercession of the intercession of Our Lady, of her Son Jesus. One such man who propagated the oil was Father Joseph Whalen. He's passed away too. But he had such a special devotion to Saint Raphael. As a young man, he was addicted to alcohol, and because of it, when he eventually married, his wife left him. Later in life, he got an annulment, entered the seminary, became a priest, and in his priesthood spread the oil of Saint Raphael all over the world. Read about his life of conversion. Very powerful. Now to Saint Joseph's oil. Beautiful story here again. Let me just get the prayer card. Saint Joseph has a prayer card. Let me just, okay. Let me follow up with the prayer card. Did you get it downstairs, huh? Okay. It's written at the back of your prayer card, this beautiful story I want to tell you. Brother Andre Basset of the Congregation of the Holy Cross was simple and quite limited, and being so, was assigned as a doorkeeper of the church. In this way, he made friends with many and listened to their woes. Brother Andre would invite the sick and would apply St. Joseph's oil on the parts of their bodies they wanted healed. And there are many stories of healing. He made the oil by placing the oil in front of St. Joseph's statue to burn for some time before it is bottled and offered to pilgrims. Andre Basset was canonized a saint in 2010. He is from Montreal, Canada. So for both oils, a little group of women use roses boiled in olive oil following instructions of another apostolate group called the Prayer Warriors. We will share with you how to make the oils in this way. By all means, make the oils and spread the oils. Now, if you don't have the time, you can't, you're simply busy, or you don't want to go through the steps to prepare them, and it's not really an easy thing to do in this time of pandemic, you can avail of a kit for a donation of 200. Now, this donation will allow our little group to make the kits available to the 3 Ps. These are the poor, the prisoners, and our priests. As for the oil of Good Samaritan, our little group again makes this oil, taking much inspiration from a message given to Luz Maria de Bonilla. Now, let me just, hold on. Now, Luz Maria de Bonilla was given a message by Our Lady, and Our Lady told her, told her to make this remedy available. It's 5 essences in olive oil. And the thing is, you don't even have to put a lot. You just put a dab behind your ears. Very, very, very little. In fact, Our Lady said to her, just a pinhead. And yes, please do. Just put a pinhead because the oils are very pure. And so she said this was a remedy to be given in times of plagues. And they are coming one after the other, she tells us, with no cure. Now, I would like to tell you a little bit about us Catholics. We are the people of devotion with visible signs. We can see, we can smell, we can hear, we can feel, and even taste. We can taste Jesus, the Eucharist, in our mouths. We hear the pealing of the bells. Oh, devils hate the pealing of the bells. As we are called to Mass and the Angelus, right? We smell candles burning, incense round the altar, and the fragrance of roses, a sign of Our Lady's presence, just as she made herself felt in the story, Brother Edson. As an infant, you were baptized with water and christened with holy oil, and every Ash Wednesday there is ash on our foreheads. So God is good with his visible signs to us, and who are like infants given to us in this walk of faith and in our imperfect lives. And so that's why he gives us the tilma, another beautiful visible sign, and the oils. Okay. Let me just catch my breath. I told you that there was really so much to say to you. So let me just take a little pause. Oh, by the way, I found it. Here's the St. Joseph prayer card. And at the back are QR codes. Just bring your cell phone's camera to the code. And these codes allow you to access information on the website, on the internet. Okay. Now, we're coming to an end. Very central in Our Lady's message to Luz de Maria is the illumination of conscience, a mystical phenomenon given to seers and saints alike, such as Saint Faustina of the Divine Mercy, Saint Edmond Campion, S.J., Blessed Anna Maria Taigi, the seers of Garabandal, Servant of God Maria Esperanza, Popes Paul VI, Pius IX, and Father Stefano Gobi, as I told you, the second Pentecost. So, allow me to give way to a 9-minute video by Christine Watkins. But first, a little about her. She danced professionally with the San Francisco Ballet Company, and that's why I could identify with her, because one time in my life, I had a passion for ballet. I taught it, but I was not all that good, so I was not meant to become a ballet dancer. But here is Christina, who was a professional member of the San Francisco Ballet Company, but she was atheist. Now, she was a non-believer. Now, something changed all that when she was saved from death by a miraculous healing from a serious illness. This is cervical cancer. And she claims that it was in a visit to Medjugorje where she was healed of this cancer. And so we now have this beautiful book by her. You can avail of the book. It is in Amazon. It's a bestseller. It's called The Warning. And since you have a lot of time during the pandemic, I hope for you to read this book. There are powerful conversion stories in here, 10 or 11 of them, and they claim that this illumination of conscience happened in their lives. But to us, to many, it will happen like a prodigious event all over the world. So without further ado, let us listen to Christine Watkins. And I thank you very much for giving me your time. God bless you. Let's be soldiers of Mary. Let us be relentless. And as Dr. Villasin said, let us have no fear, especially on this day of St. John the Baptist celebrating his beheading. But let us have no fear. Che, are we ready with the video?